Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. It's that time of year where everybody is making predictions, way too early predictions about the 2025 season. They're doing it in the media. We're doing it on YouTube. Everybody's doing it, and that's okay because we're here to talk Tennessee football every single day of the year. But where are you at as we sit here less than a week away? Friday kicks off spring camp. Hoping to do a live stream around lunchtime. We'll see. Josh Heupel supposed to meet with the media after their first spring practice. I think me and Coach Jay are going to jump on, do a live stream talking about it. So plan to kind of push work to the side on Friday and dial into the Talkin VAWLS Network. But everybody's making those way too early predictions. What's your way too early prediction? Put it in the comment section below. But somebody sent me this video clip. It's from JD Pickell over at the On3 YouTube channel. He had SEC Mike on. SEC Mike from that SEC podcast. By the way, shout out to those guys. Tried to work it out where they could come on the Talkin VAWLS Network for the charity stream, but couldn't get it worked out. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get those guys from that SEC podcast on this year. But one of you guys sent me this clip, and they were kind of talking about Tennessee in the 2025 season. They get to the end. They get to the end of the video, and let's just take a listen.
I mean, this is the SEC adjusting the Heupel.
Yeah.
We're not going to let you beat us over the top. You got to dink and dunk. You got to go 12 plays, 14 plays if you're going to score a touchdown on us. And that's what they've had to do more often than not. That explosive that we saw in 2022, the explosive plays have not been there because of the way the defenses have adjusted, playing that two-man over the top. So how does Heupel combat that? That's another $1 million question.
We're gonna find out, man. But they're the most curious team. They're one of the biggest wild cards to me in the SEC. Like they could be a team that gets back to the playoff.
Yeah,
they could fall back to earth and win 7 games. Like that would be surprising if they won 7 games. But I think the delta between those two is very, very possible.
7 games? Do you believe that? 7 games? You think Tennessee is going 7-5 in 2025? We can pull up the schedule and take a look at it. You want to argue with me? If I'm saying, hey, I think Tennessee's going 10-2 and they're going to make it back to the college football playoff, you want to argue that with me? I can see your arguing points. You want to say, Boogie, there's no way that Tennessee's going to beat Georgia. There's no way they're going to go on the road and beat Alabama. They never win in the swamp. There's no way they're going down to Florida and winning on November the 22nd. So give me 9-3, Boogie. That's where I'm at. I'm at 9-3. I can say, okay, I get it. I see where you're coming from. I can respect that. Somebody may say, Boogie, look, Josh Heupel has a track record of dropping a game that he shouldn't drop. I think that's what he's going to do again in 2025. I don't think he's going to beat Georgia. I don't think he's going to beat Alabama. I don't think he's going to beat Florida. And then he's going to slip up somewhere, whether that be Kentucky on the road, whether that be Mississippi State on the road. I believe Josh Heupel is going to slip up and drop one of those games. So Boogie, I'm feeling pretty down about this team. I'm going 8-4. I think you're wrong, but I can see where you're coming from. I understand the points, but where in the world, JD, are we going to say that Tennessee is going 7-5? And I get it. He said it's not likely that Tennessee goes 7-5. But when you look at the schedule and you try to sell me that they're just as close to going 7-5 as they are 10-2, I just don't see it. One of the things that they said in this little video clip was SEC Mike said that Tennessee is not championship quality, but they're close. And that is the worst place to be. He said it's the toughest hill to climb because the fans will turn on you when you're that close, right? You're not quite there yet. You're not to that elite status yet, but you're getting close. And Josh Heupel has been on the climb. He's been on the climb on the field. He's been on the climb in recruiting, but he's got to take that next step. SEC Mike even said, there's teams like Ole Miss, there's teams like Missouri, there's other teams out there that their fan bases are more excited than some of the people in the Tennessee fan base, and they didn't make the playoff because they're not to that fork in the road, that turning point where it's either take the next step or move on to another coach. And it feels like that's where we are at with Josh Heupel. Now, we're going to talk about some of the points they made in this video, but I need you guys midway through this thing to do that YouTube stuff for me. It's real quick and easy. Hit the thumbs up. If you watch the videos every day, if you're a lurker drinking coffee at the job, working at home, hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel. If it's your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts or insiders. We're not media. We don't pretend to be any of that. What we are is exactly what you guys are, and that is fans. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like it, make sure you subscribe, click the bell for notifications, all that YouTube stuff. It helps the channel. Plus, you don't want to miss out when we go live. Again, we're going live on Friday. Not certain of the time yet. I want to wait, let Josh Heupel meet with the media, and then me and Coach Jay are going to jump on here. We're going to go live. We're going to talk about the first Friday. We're going to talk about the first spring practice, what we're excited about, what Josh Heupel has to say to the media. So tune in on Friday, and we're also going live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, playing EA Sports College Football, talking all things Tennessee football. But let's get back to it. Some of the points that they made in that video, again, not championship quality, but they are close. And you know, SEC Mike even said some of the negativity, some of the doubt, some of the people that are questioning Josh Heupel is because of the way you lost to Ohio State. And we've had those conversations here on the channel, but they talked a lot about Nico as well, and how he's got the potential, but he's going to have a lot of stuff. He's going to have the entire team, the entire weight on his shoulders in 2025. Well, why is that? It's because you're going to have 4 new offensive linemen. Andres Carrick, the waiver got denied. Everybody else out of eligibility, right? Coop's gone. Spraggs is gone. John Campbell is gone. But I seem to remember us. I seem to remember some of you. I seem to remember myself maybe griping, maybe complaining about the play of John Campbell. He couldn't stay healthy, couldn't stay on the field. We need elite linemen. We need Glenn Ellerby to develop linemen. Maybe 4 new offensive linemen, maybe 4 fresh offensive linemen is going to be good for this offense. And again, it's a question. We have to see. We will wait and see. Eerily similar to the secondary from 2023 to 2024. We had these same conversations. Maybe Josh Heupel knows what he's doing. Maybe this coaching staff knows what they are doing. We had the exact same questions about the secondary. Now here we sit. Lance Hurd, the only returning starter. Is William Satterwhite ready? Did Glenn Ellerby do his job? You're talking about a guy that's a redshirt freshman. Is he ready to come in and play center in the SEC? What about David Sanders? Is he going to come in and start at right tackle as a true freshman? How were the evaluations in the transfer portal? Is Pendleton? Is Wendell Moy Jr.? Are those SEC caliber players on the offensive line? I get it. Questions. I think that's why some of these predictions are all over the place. 7-5. JD saying this team can go 7-5 or they can go 10-2. Why? Because there's so many question marks. Another question mark, replacing your superstar running back, Dylan Sampson, a guy that broke records, broke the touchdown record, rushing record. He broke all the records. But this football team has led the conference in rushing back-to-back seasons. I think I saw somebody in the Monday night chat on VolQuest say they've rushed for over 2,500 yards every year that Josh Heupel's been here. Guess what? I'm going to go ahead and double down with that. I think we're going to be just fine running the football. I think Peyton Lewis comes in as RB1. I think Deshaun Bishop. I think Star Thomas. I think we got a 3-headed monster. It's not going to be a one-man show. I think this running – I think we're going to see what Josh Heupel always does, and that's run the football successfully. But it's not Dylan Sampson. It is another question mark. So we move on to the wide receivers. Same thing, another question mark. Entirely new wide receiver room outside of Chris Brazzell. Can Chris Brazzell take that step in year 2 that we see from a lot of guys? But I say that, is Mike Matthews ready? Is Braylon Staley ready? How does Amari Jefferson coming in, transferring from Alabama, how does he fit in? Can Travis Smith make plays as a true freshman? How active is Boo Carter on offense? Again, all question marks. Nico, man. Let's talk about Nico. Saw this tweet a couple of days ago, yesterday, a couple of days ago. I don't remember. I think it was a couple of days ago. Yeah, March 2nd. Pigskin Petey, shout out Pigskin Petey on Twitter. Says, who you taking? That's QB1. You see the options. I said, I'm going to take my guy. I'm going to quote tweet Pigskin Petey, and I say, I'm going Nico. I'm riding with Nico, and they're talking about how much weight is on the shoulders of Nico Iamaleava going into this 2025 season. So I'm rolling with Nico. You can scroll down. Of course, you know Coach Jay is going to get involved. Coach Jay is going to get involved because you got some people questioning him. Of course, Brian Staley here backing me up says, facts. Nico has not been anywhere near as advertised. The disrespect. So Lagway, completion percentage. Sellers, completion percentage. You can see the numbers. The one that sticks out to me is QBR because I think that gives you a true picture of what this quarterback meant to their team last season. Nico's got the best QBR out of the 3. You saw Carson Beck going to the transfer portal getting $5 million or whatever it was. Guess what? Nico had a better QBR. We need to be better around Nico. Yes, Nico's got to grow. Nico's got to be better. Nico has to be better in 2025, but we have to be better around Nico as well. And that was some of the conversation that SEC Mike and JD had. He said, did Josh Heupel lean on his defense? Did Josh Heupel lean on the running game because he could? Or did he do it because he didn't trust Nico? Or was maybe it a combination of both? You know, people forget that Nico was a redshirt freshman. And people also want to say, I don't care that he's a redshirt freshman because $8 million. Is that fair? Still doesn't change the fact. $8 million does not change the fact that Nico is a redshirt freshman, a young quarterback starting in the SEC for the first time. But Nico's got to grow. Nico's got to take a step. He has to take a step in 2025 if we're going to go win 10 games and make it back to the college football playoff. Talked a lot about offense in this video. I think the defense is going to be good. I think they're going to be good. Jamal McCoy obviously battling with the injury. When does he get back? Is he 100%? That is obviously a huge question mark. And then Ricky Gibson holding out for more money. I think we'll probably get some type of update. I think Ricky Gibson's going to give it a go. I think Ricky Gibson's going to be a part of this football team in 2025. Do they get it taken care of before Friday? That's what my eyes are on. Do me a favor. Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about this conversation. Where are you at? Are you closer to 10-2 or are you closer to 7-5? Is J.D. Pickell crazy thinking Tennessee can go 7-5? Can they? I guess. Do I believe it? Absolutely not. I'm still somewhere in the 9-win, 10-win range. I don't know. I think Nico takes a step, and I think we go get something done that Josh Heupel has not done, whether we beat Georgia, whether we go on the road and beat Alabama or Florida. I think Josh Heupel takes a step in 2025. But I want you to jump in the comment section and let's talk about it. As always, man, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would appreciate it. It helps the channel. You can go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS, or you can support the channel by hitting that join button. It's right down there below. Besides subscribe, just says join. There's also a link in the description of this video where you can hit more information. Click the link there to join the channel. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of perks and benefits. But more importantly, you're supporting this channel, and you can do that for $1 per month. We say for the fans, by the fans. It is also fan-funded. We do not survive without you. So thank you to all the members that have that power T beside your name. We appreciate your support. That is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.